7420. You already know.
It's about to go down.
Yeah, y'all, man. How y'all feel? It's 7 for 20 TV, man. How am I think it's a podcast? We are here, man. We are here, and we are to bring you some not so settling news. Um, man, allegedly they caught your boy, Young Thug, on a wiretap. YSL. Hope y'all keep your head up, man. This is crazy, and I can't wait till the actual audio of it comes out. His transcripts can be a little, I know, tricky wordplay, you know. But for now, let's get into this.
Think they're good people, but if we read the indictment, actually, be fair, they're sitting in jail because of their own actions. Also, clearly, they were also obsessed with violence, just as they were obsessed with making music and other things in life. I'm sorry to say. Now, that might just be the raw, hard truth, unseasoned reality. However, it seems like it's the case. Now, I got some more details for y'all, and I hope y'all are ready to digest this, because I know we all want to sit back and be like, yo, the cops set him up. No, YSL is only a record label. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm wondering how the heck the cop got this information if it's only a record label. Now, again, let's go into what's in the indictment. And first and foremost, you have to realize the way how Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, is charged. They're charging him to be the leader of YSL. They said he is the kingpin, or one of them, within that organization.
Wait a minute.
So he's the kingpin, or he's one of them. Now it's not even saying he's the kingpin or one of them, right? That's one. Two, it said that when you own a record label, you're considered a gang. But if you own the R&B, remember I told y'all, if this was R&B, if this was blues, country, hip hop, jazz, any of that, would any of this be going on? I'm sure a lot of stuff happens in the world of musicians everywhere across the floor. But spotlight, always rappers. But hey, listen, let's get into it.
What do they have to prove that? Well, they have a bunch of, incidents where they believe he is making hits on people, making threats, authorizing stuff. He's financially covering certain things, which would make someone a high-ranking member. Now, here's the thing as well. Young Thug,
The same thing that 6ix9ine did. Now, I'm not saying Young Thug, rap, whatever, could never do that. Especially if you do down. Just don't do that shit, bro. But I feel like I said, he's another one that's in too deep over his head and got in. What happened this whole time? He's not even a gangbanger. What if he just had the image like Tekashi did? I just hope it don't go the way that did.
was on and caught on wiretap since 2015. They've been monitoring his phones, okay? And in some of these conversations that he thought was private, and when you see it on an indictment, paints a completely different picture of how Young Thug was operating with quote-unquote YSL business. Now, again, I'm just reading what's publicly available. I am digging up none. This is just what the prosecutors said they heard, and if they heard it and they're typing it out and it's not public, clearly they have a wiretap or some type of communication, okay? Now, here's the thing. They say on January 25th, 2015, defendant Jeffrey Williams, an associate of YSL, and Kylie Ori, a leader of the criminal street gang Sex Money Murder, engaged in a conversation with each other. Now, how the hell they got the conversation? Wiretap, duh, right? And the conversation stated that sacrifices must be made. Soldiers must fall for the battle to be won. The conversation further states, per all, and there's a bunch of gangs, I believe, or no, there's a bunch of leaders of Sex Money Murder, I believe. Anybody not under one of these individuals in the state of Georgia must line up PSAP. There is no rolling from one to the other. Everything is as you are. Sex, money, murder. Nothing added, nothing take away. 2 guns. Now, they're saying that basically these were 2 gang leaders having a conversation on the phone that was wiretapped. Basically saying is get down and lay down. If people ain't rolling up under your gang or they not rocking with me, listen, we gonna have to, people gotta drop. Okay? Now, again, don't take a genius to figure out why the feds might be like, oh, this the leader, right? Now, let's keep going. they also have another conversation, right? Where they have Jeffrey Williams yet again and somebody named Marquavius Huey. They engage in a conversation.
So imagine how many taped conversations they're gonna have since 2015 to now, bro. That's what that's 7 years.
In 2020, March 12th, where Williams, aka Young Thug, they were discussing a vehicle that got stolen, and Young Thug says to Huey, if he don't take it back, he gonna die. Again, all this type of stuff without context, it might just be like tongue in cheek.
It is. Cause real quick, how many times have they lost something? And you're like, listen, I swear I'm gonna kill you if you don't find my car keys. And that gets taken. See, the problem is we so convinced, we so brainwashed that these rappers, what they say is true, that when they say it, we take it as face value. So now their image is gonna have to be shown everybody and prove to everybody how fake and not real they really are. You feel me? Where I'm going? Told y'all, stay tuned for tomorrow, man. Tomorrow's live. Freedom of speech versus self-snitching. Remember.
But clearly, if there was a vehicle theft, there was somebody who was probably, on the outs of that gang. Like, they're painting a picture here, people, okay? Now, that's not only it, all right? They also have another situation, right? Where they basically say that Young Thug, right? Young Thug was on the phone or having some type of conversation with two other people, Wonnie Lee and Trontavia Stevens, where Young Thug says, YSL rule the world, kid, 24 million on a nigga head. Y'all just start bringing me the money. Man, y'all niggas stop playing with me. And basically, they're saying that's another instance of Young Thug being the boss in these private conversations, being the person who's giving.
But that's sad that a private conversation could be recorded like that. I'm glad it stopped right there on private. Private conversation, man. It's supposed to be private. So why is it recorded? Who's around? Who's been around since 2015? Listen, I told you, they've been putting plants in since mumble rap started. When mumble rap started, that's when they put plants in. I mean, they've been doing it before, but they did a mass trolling job of dropping them everywhere. You feel me? Let me know how y'all truly feel in the comment box, man. Hit that like button. Hit the cash app. Definitely. Cause YouTube putting the boy through the ringer, man. I'm gonna be alright. Make sure you subscribe and tell everybody to subscribe. But yo, 7 be dropping some crazy stuff. And don't forget it. It's 7 420 TV. And I own it.